Chris Baker with Baker DMM. This is our video digest newsletter. Topic of today's newsletter is going to be our very existence is a mystery. And before I jump into our discussion, I'll read you a quote. Quote states, "Within every happiness is the seed of unhappiness, as long as we seek happiness in the material world." And that was by Paramahamsa Hariharananda, and he's from the Kriya Yoga Institute in Homestead, Florida. There's a great segue into our discussion today, which really, as the title suggests, our existence on this earth, this solar system, in this universe, no one truly definitively knows why we're here, what we're doing. There's a lot of different beliefs, there's a lot of different gods, there's a lot of different religions, all sorts of people, all sorts of different ideas. And that's been, that's been the way it's been for thousands and thousands and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years, basically since humans have been around. And when you boil it down, life it's pretty unusual. It's just incredible. It's a fantastic thing. And just by the fact that we're here, we're all very fortunate and blessed that we're even here doing what we're doing. We've been, for whatever reason, we've been given this opportunity to experience this and all the good and the bad and everything in between that happens with it. And if you can keep that mind on a day-to-day basis, ultimately, if you really live in the moment and if you really live grounded in awe of just life itself, that's going to help you in all different areas of your life, particularly with your financial decision-making abilities. So if you can remember that just the core essence, the existence of us even being here is just such a miracle, it's just such a fantastic, incredible thing, that should bring peace of mind to your being, allow you to live in the present moment, stay engaged, stay connected, appreciate everything that you've been given, and with all that gratitude just for breathing and being here, you're going to make better financial decisions. And if you look at the different people that experience life, and from all facets, from all parts of the world, I always come back to the thoughts of extremely wealthy people. And in my life at this point, I've actually been fortunate enough to meet a billionaire, more than a couple of times. And I've also met a lot of homeless people. And, in both instances, when you read about billionaires like Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates, Arthur Blank, these are people that have hit the all-time high from, typically from a professional standpoint, from a career standpoint. They've maximized their earning potential. And like particularly with Bill Gates, he and Warren Buffett have decided to donate virtually all of their wealth to charity and for goodwill of other human beings. They're worth billions and billions of dollars, and you don't see them. Of course, they have material things, and of course, they live incredible lives that the majority of us can only try to dream and imagine, although that's probably impossible to really understand how they live their day-to-day lives. But when you hear them talk, it's not about the money. They're blessed, they're fortunate, they're grateful for all their wealth, but they want to give back, and and they're very much connected in a spiritual, religious, down-to-earth sense, whatever you want to call it, that they want to help the better advancing of our society and the different cultures and the different people that live on earth. And they want to leave that. They don't want to just hoard all their money and just protect all of it. They want to leave some to their families, and then they want to give away the rest. So their bigger concern is for the well-being of the humans on this planet and the beautiful place where we live. And they're typically very connected and engaged in the present day life. Same thing with homeless people. If you've ever met homeless people, they're some of the most grounded, down-to-earth people that you've ever met. And many times they're extremely and very grateful for even how little they have. Some of the nicest, kindest, most great people I've ever met have been homeless, and they're just so grateful and thankful. And they might have the shirt on their back, but they don't need a lot of things. And then it's a polar extreme opposite of a billionaire. But at the same time, as different as they are, they have a lot in common on how they approach life and just having gratitude for being here and experiencing what they've been able to experience. Now, does that mean a homeless person wouldn't, love to, have wealth or have a home and a million and one other things? Yeah, of course, but probably every single one of them would. But at the same time, it is what it is, and in certain ways, we're all dealt a certain hand in life, and they're taking that hand and they're playing their hand the best way that they can, and that's by expressing gratitude. And you see it with the poor, you see it with the ultra high net worth, the people worth tens and hundreds of millions and billions of dollars. One area that struggles, it seems, is that middle class. The lower, the upper lower class, the middle class. These people are grinding every day. They're working really hard. They have families. They're barely getting by on their jobs. They're barely paying their bills, and they're going through the hustle and bustle of everyday life. And they're probably one of the toughest groups to actually step back and be in the moment. They're not homeless, so they have jobs to go to. They've got high demands from work, from family, friends, their community, but yet they're not billionaires. They're not running their own business. They're not sitting on reserves in the hundreds of millions of dollars to where they can just pick and choose which projects they want to work on. So we all can take lessons from all different people, particularly for the middle class. We all need to remember our very existence is a mystery to help us stay grounded, like the homeless, like the ultra high net worth. The people that are grinding day in and day out, they need help more than ever. And just to remember, that we're here, it's a blessing. Ultimately, staying grounded in the present moment and just expressing gratitude, remembering it's a mystery, will help you, lead you to making better financial decisions. And not only making better financial decisions, but could greatly impact many other areas of your life. And if you're interested, I highly encourage you to learn more about mindfulness and spirituality and whatever else you can learn about focusing on your breathing and learning techniques to help you stay in the moment and not get so caught up in the day-to-day grind and the hustle and bustle. So if you found this information interesting or helpful, please feel free to share it on all of your social media channels. This could be with your family, your friends, whoever you think might benefit from viewing the information. If you ever have a question you'd like for me to answer in one of our upcoming newsletters, you can go to our website, www.bakerdmm.com. Scroll to the bottom, fill out your information, write a few sentences, and I'll try to answer your question in one of our upcoming newsletters. If you ever like to get my help directly and personally, you can go to our website. In the top corner of the page, you'll find our phone number, as well as a request an appointment button. And if you scroll to the bottom and you'd like to book a direct phone consulting session, click on the PayPal button. With all these options, I'll be in touch with you in 24 to 48 hours. And until then, I will talk to you soon.